supposed to say that as a
Huh? Hey, listen. It's TPG live in the flesh, man. Hey, listen. My client is completely innocent.
This is a load of barnacles.
Completely innocent.
Jail.
All right, so everybody claiming their client is innocent.
That's it.
Everybody claiming their client is innocent. So let's get to it. First things first. The one starting it off is none other than Trilogy Honcho. Trilogy Honcho, you have the floor. Take it away.
Hey, a lot of people don't agree with this. Free Tory, man. Free Tory.
Hold on, man. Hold on, brother.
Wait, I was gonna say him.
Wait.
Damn.
Wait, it's time for you to plead your case. Plead your case. Let's get it.
Damn.
This lying ass bitch. Why? What you mean?
I want to go say
The bitch is lying.
Break this shit down, Trill.
Well, you know. Cause Megan lied about the whole thing. Bitch, your best friend did the whole shit, and you gonna lie and put it on this man. And there was no what you call it? There was no gunpowder, nothing found on the man, on Tory hands or none of that shit. His prints wasn't found on the gun or none of that. He was there, yeah, but just by him being there, it was just like.
So you don't believe that Tory?
Hold on. He gotta say I rest my case. So let's get it.
Oh, I rest my case. Go ahead. Because I was waiting for her.
Okay, I'm gonna let Ollie eat you up and then
I
I'm
did. He had a record label behind you type shit.
No, sir.
That was
You said I rest my case. You presented all the facts that you had. You said I rest my case. Once you said I rest my case, you done turned it over to us. So, with that being said, Ollie, go ahead.
So, I guess my counter argument would be, you really expect the jury to believe that he was there and had no hand in what happened?
Yeah. Right. Tripped about
What you mean though? If we at a party, right?
You can't defend.
If we at a party,
GPG, you can't defend. GPG, you can't defend. That's not your client unless y'all gonna tag team it.
Shit. No, I gotta think of another person to defend because I was gonna say the same shit.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like Tory. His music not bad. He just got short man syndrome.
Listen, I'm not defending, but I'm just stating my opinion. That man, listen, like Trill said, listen, she lying. She stepped on glass, fam.
That's not defending your client though. That's just making an astute observation from you and your opinion. What facts can be given to prove that this motherfucker did not nothing while he was fucking there? That he didn't do that to that girl.
Matter of fact, didn't he come?
No gunshot residue on his hands. Mm-hmm. When you shoot a gun, there's going to be residue on your hands. There was no residue found on his hands. And there was multiple prints on the gun that was used to shoot her. So there's no clear-cut indication that Tory was the shooter. And again, I believe a bottle was thrown and it was broke. She stepped on glass. They never treated her for a gunshot wound. And for a nigga that got shot in the foot, she was in the club twerking the next day.
Why are you
the next day? So if I get shot, I ain't gonna be in the club the next day. That's all I'm saying. I ain't defending nobody though.
You do know people can fight over.
She's so traumatized.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Say it again, Ollie.
What you say, Ollie?
Let's say they was fighting over the gun, right? Him and Kelsey. Let's say they was fighting over the gun, right? His prints wouldn't necessarily be on it. Even if it just accidentally went off, that don't mean that nigga innocent. That don't mean that nigga.
But if there's no physical or digital proof that he's like, okay, so if that's the case, why the girl not locked up? Why everybody not locked up? Why is he the only one locked up?
Didn't he just threaten her from like jail? Not only that, he made a music video where he was cutting a horse leg and threatening her in a music video. Like, we can't skip past that.
Okay, but did you also hear in his music that he was saying that and also in one of his lives that he was saying Roc Nation was basically calling him, telling him it was in his best interest to not say what really happened.
I just got one question. Is this your client?
Do it.
Is this your client?
It should have been.
Hey.
Is this your client?
Yeah, really.
I'm just
I hate to tell you, this, but your argument is a great one. I'll give you that. It's a great one, but is he your client? If so, we can't take what you said.
No.
So guess what?
It could be a joint lawyer situation. It could be a joint lawyer situation.
He already offered you that. You didn't say nothing.
You turned it down. So yeah, if this ain't your client, brother, I hate to tell you this. No matter all the huzzah that you got for him, it don't count. It's getting thrown. What they call it in court? Hearsay. Hearsay.
Yeah.
Overruled. You can't.
And I mean, regardless, that nigga locked up anyway, so it really don't matter if he did it or didn't. But hey, what do they say in court? It's not what you know, it's what you can prove, man. So the truth don't matter.
Okay.
But so I don't think that man did that.
There was no argument made. I hate to say it. Due to hearsay, there was no argument made for Tory, so I think we can go ahead and pass the judgment on this one. Your boy guilty. Your boy guilty, because there was no argument made for him.
This is fucked up. This is fucked up.
You said, and I quote, I rest my case. I told you, nigga, don't say I rest my case until you made your case.
Yeah, you got it.
So you shot your gun off. All right, Sensei, you next, my brother. Let's get it.
Then Ollie said she was going next.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ollie. I apologize. You're next. Who we got, Ollie?
Okay. Let me prep myself. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh my God! What do you need? I need assistance.
So my client that I'm going to be representing today. It's gonna be
hey, this nigga's stupid.
Christopher Maurice Brown against 910 Podcast. 910 Academy 910.
Chris Brown against us?
Wait, huh?
What is Chris Brown against
I'm on your side.
No, y'all, the jury, like, you know how they say versus the state in the court document?
No, we get it, but what's your argument? What
Chris Brown?
Okay.
Yeah.
Chris Brown should not still be getting blackballed in the entertainment industry due to past events and issues with Rihanna.
You talking to me? I done told you! Take your drunk ass home!
Here's the facts. Here's the fact. For one, the alleged offense was said on both sides that it wasn't my client's fault. It wasn't my client's fault. The events that happened that night, they were at I want to say it was the Grammys or the Oscars. I want to say it might have been the Grammys. They were at the Grammys, got into a fight because of an ex that texted his phone telling him congratulations or good luck tonight or something like that. Rihanna gets mad. They fucking leave the shit early. They drive in his fucking Ferrari. They get it. She cussing his ass out, doing the fucking most, flipping out in the fucking car. She starts putting her hands on him. She starts spitting on him. She starts
Oh, come on.
Nigga blanks out. This nigga blanks the fuck out. And knocks her head between the washer and the dryer. He blanks out. No rebellion. They get out. They get the fussing and tussling. Throw his keys. Now he has nowhere to fucking go. He tried to get away and let her just drive the car. She won't have it. They get the fussing and tussling, and again, she gets sent to the hospital, and she looked like a blimp. Now, in his documentary himself, he has apologized for the events that happened that night. She took her tail on Oprah, and said it was not this man's fault.
Okay, so what about
That happened in what was that 2000 something?
She ain't said I rest my case yet, so you can ask no questions.
Something. Okay, so that happened when he was like 18, 19 area. Rihanna was like 20, 21. Like, this happened years ago. It needs to be let go, and he needs to be able to reach his height of greatness without motherfuckers holding him back. And I'll rest my case.
All right, she has rested her case. All right, so who's taking it first? Raise your hand if you want it first.
I agree with him. Because this man has done everything that he needed to do to bypass all of that shit, and he's still getting chastised. But I don't feel like he's still getting chastised because this man's still doing what he's doing, still making paper. I think society over it, but in your case, I feel like he that shouldn't be thrown in the past. She's moved on, had babies with a clown. He's had babies with some females. Life has moved on. So if they're not still living there, we're still living.
wow.
I'm saying, didn't he just win a Grammy though?
Mm-hmm.
Now he couldn't perform.
Oh, so you saying it took society too long to give him his flowers.
He's not. This man couldn't even perform over here in the United States where they were going to give him where they should give him his worth. He had to go to Africa for that man to be treated the way he needed to be treated. They won't even let him perform.
See, I didn't know that.
All right.
But
because Africa don't care, they beat their women.
All right, so I'm gonna jump out here. Since everybody wants to give him this flowers, I'm gonna jump out here and say, was he really blackballed? I'm gonna ask you that. Was he really blackballed? Because I still remember the nigga dropping music, and niggas was still out here jumping that shit. Like,
I don't think he was blackballed.
Probably like the music industry.
They was just holding that image for childhood mistake.
Hold on. Let me cook this one. Because in order for you to be blackballed, that means that you can't drop music, you can't do shit. Like that nigga I Love McCone. I'm gonna use him for example. When he got blackballed, you ain't hear nothing. He went up on a club on Tuesday, and for the next 6 days, you ain't hear shit. So with that being said, that's blackball. You know what I mean? That type shit. But we talking about Chris Brown here. Can you really blackball Chris Brown? Let's be real. Here.
They been doing it.
Okay. So you said Chris Brown was blackballed, right?
He hasn't had a major performance since his Michael Jackson performance. Like, as far as the spaces that we're to be privy, the spaces we need to be a part of, as great as he is, he's still getting blackballed from them performing at those events, whether he dropping music or not. They still don't want him.
Okay. Okay, so with that being said,
but at this point, he don't need that shit though.
Wait. So if we really arguing this shit, let's get it. So with that being said, you mean to tell me Chris Brown has had 118 songs on the Billboard's Hot 100 charts? He has had 2 number 1 hits and 17 top 10 albums. 17 top 10 hits. So with that being said, does that sound like somebody? Not to mention 40 of those. Top 40 hits was 53. His consecutive weeks on the Billboards was 161 weeks. There's only 52 weeks in a year, by the way. So his first 100 appearance, his first Hot 100 appearance was in 2005 with Run It. So, and then Shorty Like Mine, and then Kiss Kiss. Now that was around that time that, that's around the time the nigga was growing and shit. But I make my whole point is, if he was still doing numbers like that when he was under scrutiny, and not to mention when this nigga started picking up the bag, because we all know that nigga on that bag is something different. So with that being said, once again, was he ever really blackballed? I feel like he benefited more from that situation than he lost, because he just would have been another singing nigga like Trey Songz if he had not done some controversy. So with that being said, I don't feel like your boy was blackballed. So with that being said, he's not innocent to me. I'm gonna throw it out here like this. He's not innocent to me because he benefited from it. You feel what I'm saying? If you benefit from tragedy, at the end of the day, they're just gonna call it your story. Now, if you die from tragedy, it's a real tragedy. But if you benefited from that tragedy, is it really tragedy, or is it just something that made you stronger and come back harder? It kept the nigga in the news. It keeps the nigga in the news. So with that being said, he never disappeared into the
though. Blackball, you don't have to be blackballed all the way across the board for you to still get blackballed.
But once you hear blackball, there's no such thing as a light blackball.
Yes, it is.
No, there's not.
But look, Ali did say the industry though. I think the industry cared more than the actual people listening to his music. You feel me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. People didn't care about that shit. They was still listening to Chris Brown.
Okay, so I'm glad you said the industry because not too long after that shit, that nigga made stunting as a habit. Guess what? If I say stunting as a habit around black people, guess what they gonna say? Get like me. Have you ever seen the Chevy with the butterfly nose? Stunting as a habit. You see what I'm saying? So
boom. Blackball. When I say it can be small, perfect example, Will Smith and Chris Rock.
Who got blackballed in that situation?
Will.
For smacking a coon?
Yes.
How?
Bro. He lost so many sponsorships. He fucking can't go back to he's banned from the motherfucking Oscars after winning a fucking Oscar.
It's Will Smith. Can you really ban Will Smith? I'm being honest with you. Some people are bigger than being blackballed. That's like trying to blackball Michael Jackson. They tried it, but at the end of the day, you were still moonwalking.
They cut several of his major movies that he was working on. They took him slam out of them.
Okay, so now I got to get into it. Don't.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Damn.
We gotta stop acting like Will Smith got a bunch of A1 movies. That nigga had Ali. He had Bad Boys. He had Ali, Bad Boys, Pursuit of Happiness, and Barely Hitch. What after that? What else did he have? Nobody watched no goddamn 7 Pounds.
Yes.
I watched that. I
don't even remember what it was about.
The fuck you mean?
And Men in Black. And Men in Black. He was.
No, we're not gonna pop Aladdin. I'll pop that I Am Legend though. I'll pop that I Am Legend.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's
not
I Robot.
You said Independence Day?
I like I Robot. Independence Day was hard too.
I'll pop Independence Day.
Okay. So with that being said,
iRobot?
iRobot.
Yeah.
I did not murder him. Yes. Huh?
Wait.
You know what? But I'm saying, all right. So
hell, Hancock was funny as shit.
Oh yeah, Hancock.
I fuck with Hancock.
Okay, but Chris Brown is your person. So watch this. I'm glad you. Okay, so Chris Brown's your person, and you compared him to Will Smith. So with that being said, can we not say the Royalty album is just as big as Independence Day? Can we not say that the 11?
Oh,
the
Royalty album is the fuck. Can't nobody.
So can we not say that there was really no decline from the situation? Because in order for you to be blackballed, there was no decline for Chris Brown. You can't.
I think it is. He just couldn't perform. He was still dropping.
Yeah, I think he did go quiet for a little bit when it first happened.
He just couldn't perform. The white people we can listen to your music, but we can't see you dance. Get your ass on that stage.
He just
You see what I'm saying?
He just was a shotgun job and no more. Shit.
So your boy. So with that being said, with that being said, for me, this is mine. I'm gonna go ahead and say your boy is guilty. He guilty because he benefited from it. He guilty. Chris Brown guilty.
He wasn't guilty.
If that's your verdict,
no, he did that shit.
He did
that shit for sure.
He did it.
That was not my argument.
Your argument was
no. But I agree though. But I do feel like people like I said, the people never cared. I feel like the industry shit with him not being able to perform in certain places. Man, listen, that shit only had like a little bit of a effect on his career, man. Like that shit smoothed over nicely for him, honestly.
If you ask me, he needed that. He needed that. Because
and women still love him. Shit, y'all don't give a fuck about him beating on her.
Let's be completely honest about this. He needed that shit because let's be honest. Do y'all really take singing niggas as serious? Do y'all take singing niggas serious? Oh wait, you would not take a nigga that serious.
But Chris Brown ain't just a singing
nigga. It depends. It depends.
Sensei, if a singing nigga come up to you and say, "I'll whoop your ass," you're gonna be like, "Bro, you can hum a tune, but you ain't whooping my ass." You feel what I'm saying?
This is Chris Brown we talking about, though.
Chris Brown gonna whoop him.
Okay, so this is gonna
Chris Brown gonna whoop your ass.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Chris Brown.
I mean, maybe.
Chris Black.
We're gonna bust that shit out.
We're gonna squabble. This is Chris Brown we talking about. I know we about to goddamn dance, nigga. And I ain't talking about some moves.
Okay then. Yeah. You know that why? Because he's not afraid to put them hands on somebody, even if it's a female. So with that being said, he's guilty.
That's different, though.
Guilty.
That's not even the argument.
That's not what her point was, though.
What's her point? What's your point? What, he was blackballed?
Yeah.
Did he fall off?
Never.
You don't have to like completely fall off to be blackballed. He was blackballed, bro.
You know what?
I thought blackball is just like
he's done.
Like where people like
argument was
on some hating shit, like trying to not get you to perform, trying to not, you know what I'm saying? Like basically trying to slow your money up, trying to slow your fame up or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So
he should not still be getting blackballed. It don't matter if it's big or little. He should not be still getting blackballed to this day after all these years and everything he's done. It shouldn't be. He should be no residual nothing.
Okay, so that's your argument. He should not be blackballed, right? So let's dive into the word blackball. The word blackball means reject. Who's rejecting Chris Brown?
What the fuck are you talking about?
It says usually a candidate applied to becoming a member of a private club typically means a secret ballot. That don't even apply here. But it says also blackball means to reject someone unanimously without any and or reprieve. So, and reprieve means that he has no chance of coming back. So, with that being said, does that sound like Chris Brown to you?
No. Hell no.
That nigga is guilty. Guilty.
So you like he should still be getting involved. That was the thing. I said he should.
He was never a reject.
That was never the argument.
He was never a reject.
That was never the argument.
Your argument was your argument was that he's getting blackballed.
Mm-hmm.
And I described what blackballed was. The definition of blackball is a reject. Chris Brown is not a reject.
He has gotten rejected.
Wait a minute.
Okay. My verdict is he's guilty. What's your everybody? It's time to vote. What's your verdict?
My man.
I say he's not guilty only because he's lying.
He's not guilty. I ain't gonna. What? He ain't guilty though. My man not guilty though.
Is he guilty of being blackballed?
Yeah, it depends if we're being like specific. Then, like on Grammys, like Academy.
Yeah, I feel like he was at first, but not now.
Yeah.
Like when it first happened, I can't really remember for real, but I'm pretty sure he went quiet for a minute.
She said he's still blackballed, so that's what I'm saying.
Oh, so not guilty.
No,
as of right now, I don't feel like
he's still being blackballed, but I'll say the image is still being pinned to the name type shit.
With
like,
the evidence
his
of
image is tarnished.
Do y'all hear that still though?
That's what they.
I told y'all that was his
performance. Nigga, I hear Chris Brown, nigga. I know it's about to be a hit. So really it's not.
No. I mean about the Rihanna thing. Like, has that been a recent thing? Somebody brought up?
No, I don't hear about that. No.
That's why he went and performed over in Africa the way he did.
Okay. So
yeah, see, I wasn't in tune. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know all that.
I didn't know you went there.
But
listen.
That makes sense though.
To me, Chris Brown.
I would say he's not guilty.
He's not guilty of being blackballed.
Right.
I can't see him being guilty of being blackballed. So if we're saying that, I don't see him guilty of still being blackballed. So that's my ruling. What's y'all? Okay, TPG, you say not guilty.
Not guilty.
I say not guilty. Sensei, you say not guilty. Huncho, what you got?
He's not guilty. But
all right. No, there ain't no but to it. No. You don't get to make an argument. You had a chance to make an argument. Your argument was 13 seconds. What about you, Linda? What you got?
Not guilty.
All right. So you won that one. We'll give you that.
That's going deep as far as Chris Brown because I don't get it. Like it's just too much. Like it's too much on him. It's too much on him.
That's why he does coke. Next, who's?
Hey, it don't even matter. Still drop hits.
He does.
You said me next.
You next.
Hey.
All right.
You want to go to a commercial break right quick and then do yours?
That's fine.
All right. So we're gonna do a commercial break and then we're gonna get into senseis, man. Cool. This is a good one.
Work.
All right, you guys. So I'm gonna read y'all off some numbers because my thing is
some numbers.
We all got children. Right?
Okay.
So all of us having children, if we see potential in our child, is it not our job to push the potential out of our child?
Oh boy, I think I know where this is going. I know where this is going.
Yeah.
What you got? If you got like 5 of them, you gonna push all 5 of them?
I'm just saying. TPG, you found out your
Do my
child
best.
got potential. Ollie, if you find out your child got potential, are you pushing your child? You pushing your child to do its best to succeed in its potential?
Yes.
Damn right.
Teddy Bear,
Of course.
Yeah.
Life of Lena,
Hands.
Honcho.
What the fuck?
I'm just saying. Trilla. This nigga.
Yeah, but why the fuck we look at this thing? It depends.
So, let me read some numbers off to you.
Okay, read some numbers off.
What this man has done for his children or child or whatever.
We don't even know who you're talking about.
I'm gonna name him. Calm down.
I know who you're talking about.
34 times platinum, one album. On another album, he did 11 platinum albums. One he did 8.
Wait, how did he do 11?
No. Listen, I'm just saying he helped produce.
Oh,
This man saw so much potential in his child. His child wrote a song about a fucking rat named Ben. So the person who I'm defending today is motherfucking Joe Jackson.
You leave that dope alone.
You haven't. So
He needs to leave that dope alone.
He said who?
guilty.
I don't feel like that man was
Guilty.
in the wrong.
Guilty.
Who was it?
Michael Jackson
No,
did.
Michael
Oh.
Jackson.
Smoking dope. Yeah, now I see.
Because
Get out.
Hey.
Because this
Get out.
man seen the potential in his kids.
So much he abused every last one of them.
The man seen so much potential in
Hold
his
on,
kids.
hold on. He hasn't said I rest my case. Y'all can't say nothing.
He pushed the potential out of his kids. Because we know as adults, our kids got a habit of being goddamn lazy.
I'm about to tear you up.
So with that being said, you gotta, I ain't saying you gotta beat, because who said he beat the hell out of him? No one said.
Continue.
You show me where it said that he beat the hell out of them kids. She just gave him a little discipline.
Go
because
ahead with the argument.
I know.
I seen the move.
I know that you can do better. So me knowing that you can do better.
That nigga had belts on the wall, fam.
Hold on, he's not resting his case.
They sung
He's
their
not
asses
resting
off
his
the
case.
belts on the wall. So let's read Michael Jackson's estimate. Almost what? $2 billion for getting his ass whooped as a child. Janet Jackson, 190 million.
Really?
Ezra, 100 million. Tito, 2 million. Jackie, 1.5.
What the fuck do they do?
1.5. But so this man put the fear of God in their children. I mean, fear of God into them when they was kids, that they pushed their potential to the max and made them motherfucking millionaires. Because I bet you if that man didn't put no belt to that ass, I bet you they wouldn't be worth a damn today.
Niggas eat shit.
So, I'm just saying.
So
Joe Jackson had to do what he had to do to push his children's potential out. I rest my case.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you.
I want to go. Somebody just let me.
All right, are you want a one-on-one, Ollie?
Yes.
All right, let's get it.
You do know all the allegations against this man, right?
I'm just going on child abuse. I'm just going on child abuse. That's the argument. That's the argument of child abuse. So talk to me about the child abuse. Don't talk about me about stealing money. Don't talk about nothing. We're talking about child abuse. The same way that whenever you talked about yours.
By the way, other co-hosts, if y'all want to join in, and help her, or Ollie, if you want to tag somebody in,
give me
just
one
throw your hand up.
Tagging Lena in a second. I'm gonna tag you Lena in a second. That wasn't the only form of abuse he caused on those children, baby. Especially not to the girls. So how could that make anybody a millionaire?
It made them millionaires.
So you're saying what? So you're saying it's a game in order for betterment for their potential. That I'm just asking.
I'm just saying I'm dealing this shit off of child abuse. I don't know about the other shit that went on. I'm talking about
child abuse. All of it's child abuse. All of it.
About built the ass. That's what I'm talking about.
No, he did a lot more than that, honey boo boo.
That's what I'm talking about.
Why? He did a lot more.
That's what I choose. That's what I choose to talk about.
So you're saying that? Repeat your argument. I just want to make sure I got it right.
I don't feel like he was wrong with for pushing his children's potential out and popping them with a belt.
And you think that's all he did?
Mm-hmm. Interjection. I just looked it up. It was never confirmed that he actually did any type of sexual allegations towards his children.
Thank you.
His children did interviews.
Thank you. It's not proven. That's their words to their head. So again, preach on. If you're gonna argue, preach on the fact of
they said it out their mouth.
Preach on the fact that he was about abuse, because I don't feel like it was wrong. We pop our children every day.
Who pops their kids every day?
I mean, not every day, but
this coming from the same person that turns the internet off?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because let me tell you something. That's conditioning learning. That's where you instill fear or you take away something to instill some type of over dominance or power. Same thing Joe Jackson did, baby. Same thing, right?
And what Joe Jackson did was make his kids.
Yes, and he also made his kids fearful of him. That's why Michael talked with a high-pitched voice and was scary all the time. Whenever he got around certain people that he felt comfortable, that's why he started to act a certain way. Same with Janet and LaToya. Hence why LaToya is not in the public eye. That's also psychological abuse, which interferes with their relationships with their partners. Hence why Janet Jackson is now single again.
And again.
Well, hold on. We can't blame that on Joe.
Yes, we can. The mom said she knew what was going on and still sat there. A lot of the times back in the day, mothers would sit there because they didn't have nothing else to do. They couldn't leave. They didn't have money. They never taught to do nothing other than take care of children, have kids, and clean a house.
I'm saying that not being able to keep a partner part of it.
That's on.
Yes, it does.
I mean,
like everything that affects your childhood, anything you go through, that affects how you are as you grow older.
No, that's a fact. That's a
fact.
fact.
Have the proper healing, that doesn't work.
Well, I'll say this. I didn't really look too much into the other stuff.
He literally, you just mentioned the song Ben. How is your only friend a fucking rodent?
Yeah, that is crazy.
That's why Michael Jackson had a lot of children around, because he wanted to keep their innocence preserved.
How do you know that?
What do you mean? Do you not? The man had a monkey in his fucking house and he was like 40-something years old.
He got money.
He had a whole amusement park in his backyard. That's right.
That man got money. How do you know that was psychological? That man just wanted that. That man could have just been like, "What
did he say in the interview?
At the end of the day, I want an amusement park.
Don't talk over me.
And I want.
What did he say in multiple interviews?
Hey, what
did he say in multiple
interviews?
Monkey. In multiple interviews, he said that he did this.
That's psychological for me.
His childhood lacked that. His childhood was very much, we're gonna work on this. You guys are gonna practice this. If y'all don't do it right, I'm whooping your ass. We're gonna get this money, and that's it. They had no childhood, lack of childhood. Parents or adults who are immature, childlike, childish. That's psychology, baby.
So
yeah, I would say I don't agree with that approach. You can push your kids in a different way.
You know what it's based off of? Breaking the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Breaking the spirit.
Oh,
you gotta break the spirit.
That's to him it's on, because at the end of the day, to me, I feel like that's.
See, y'all niggas be saying I be going too deep.
Assume control to assume complete control over somebody. You have to break the spirit. once you break the spirit, that you can mold them to whatever you want to be.
I can't see that.
Okay, hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. I got you. So I'm about to get both of y'all. Y'all ready? Who says that we're perfect parents? Is not the goal for our kids to reach their maximum potential? Does not we all fall short of grace?
I mean, we're not saying
no. I'm just asking because what y'all are attacking is Joe Jackson's character, but we're defending his actions. His actions may have been a little bit rugged, but was the result of his actions. Sometimes you got to crack a few eggs to make an omelet.
Okay. So if that's the case, everything Joe Jackson did, y'all need to do that to y'all kids, and we're gonna see what happens.
But my thing is, if I don't see that potential in my kid, I'm not gonna. If I don't see no potential in my kid, I'm not gonna like, oh well, let me do this right here.
Do you not see any potential in your children?
I see potential in my kids, but it's different ways to handle it. Joe handled it his way. Just that plain and simple.
Okay. If you say so, right there, that's abuse. That is abuse. That's abuse. I don't give a fuck. It is so many other people that were out here talented just as much as the Jackson 5, and they didn't go through abuse like that. And some of them did. And some of them that did go through it had a lot of fucked up shit that happened in their life.
Yeah. But I would say, and I'm not justifying it, but like whatever time period that was when they was coming up as the Jackson 5, like beating the hell out of your kids was normal. That shit was normal. I'm not saying it's right, but from that generation, they believe in whooping ass first and asking questions later. Like, so that's probably didn't Joe father beat him or something like that?
Yeah, it's always gonna be.
Was there something like that?
Always a repeated process. Always. That's exactly.
I don't know if that's a fact or not, but
it is.
Yeah.
Usually somebody that's abused or the abuser has been abused by somebody else. Hence why sexual abuse happens a lot in families, because it's a trauma that is passed down. Unless you have one person, sometimes you might have somebody that's like, okay, I don't want to take this to my child. I want to heal from this. Then that's different. But it's a passed down trauma.
Because why you think
that's a fact.
All of them messed up. Everybody messed up because of stuff like that.
Yeah, because in their mindset, now that they had it happen as a kid, they think that's okay. So then they do it to their children, and now their children begin to think that is okay.
So let me ask you this.
How to do it? They don't know how. I just
got a few questions.
That's how niggas started believing in Jesus.
I got a few questions. I just got a few questions for late.
Wait.
I got a few questions. And let me know if I'm tripping.
Just move on from it.
So, no. So was this not a different time and era? Because at the end of the day, Michael Jackson was born in 1958. Michael Jackson was born in 1958. I want y'all to understand what the hell was happening in 1958. Either I'm going to do it to you, or
my grandma was born around that time. I mean,
you're not going to want the world to do it to you. But in order for you to succeed in this world, I'm gonna put that pressure on you to make you the diamond that you are. You know the name, whether I'm defending the actions on the shit. Whether you like it or not, you know the name Michael Jackson because Joe Jackson put belt to ass. Whether you like it or not, you know the name Janet Jackson because Michael Jackson put belt to ass. Whether you like it or not, you know the Jackson 5 songs because at the end of the day, Joe Jackson put belt to ass. And on top of that, they grew up in a different era where you had to put belt to ass because
I feel like y'all aren't taking accountability on the abuse part.
Listen, no. Y'all
are just okay with how kids can lead.
Hold on, Sensei. You can't argue no more. Joe Jackson is not my what's name. But this is the jury panel. So this is what I'm saying. He's not guilty. Joe Jackson is not guilty at all because at the end of the day, he knew what it took to get his kids out of that motherfucking situation, and he knew that it was going to take. He said, "My kids were strong enough to withstand what I'm about to put them through." I know do you not know your kids? Do you not know your kids? Correct. So with that being said, you know what your kids can take. Correct. At the end of the day, you know what your kids can stand on, correct? So with that being said, it might look like a lot to you because you were not raised in a Joe Jackson household. But them niggas was raised in a Joe Jackson household, and you see the results of it. See, everybody love to talk about success, but nobody loves to talk about the hardships that come with that success.
I don't think you can apply that to this because
So would you not say Joe Jackson was successful in raising his kids?
No, not if they have to, bro. They still have to do with a lot of stuff.
If they have mental issues like that, okay, listen, the success is one thing.
Yes,
but if they got a lot of trauma built up from their time with their father, then I would say that that's not a successful raising of your kids. But
no, they're fucked up.
Listen, I would say this, right? Was there not other successful people, like artists, whether it was a group or if it was just an individual, were there not other successful people who grew up in a gentle household with gentle parenting? I'm pretty sure it was. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody had to be shown tough love in order for that potential to be brought out. You know what I'm saying? So,
and that's understandable, TBG. And I'm not saying, hey, you know, the abuse was accurate, man, because abuse is wrong all the way around. But like Tay said, with that man doing what he doing, when you put a category as the best pop artist in the world, who name is going to come up?
Mike, for sure.
Exactly. Due to the fact that his dad pushed him past his limits. Was it right? No, it wasn't right. But his dad pushed him past his limits to now that man has been gone for years. But to this day, 2025, if you go down and ask somebody, hey, who is the best pop artist alive, what are they going to say?
Yeah, Mike, for sure.
That part. He made that man great.
You're saying that a child's potential outweighs a healthy upbringing?
Say that again.
A child's potential, however you need to get that child to their potential, outweighs.
And what?
Like, just because they got the millions of dollars and he known as the king of pop, that's just the price he had to pay. That he had to get his ass whipped to get there.
Sometimes you gotta pay the price, bro. Sometimes you gotta pay the price, bro. Ain't nothing in this world free, B. But sometimes you gotta pay the price. And does that sound wrong? Yes, but do you have to pay? Yes, like taxes. We all gotta pay them, bro.
No, not everybody has to pay that price. That was a choice of Joe. He didn't have to do it that way.
He did what he had to do to make his kids successful. Was it good? Was it good? No, but did he have to do what he had to do to make sure that his kids were successful?
Yeah. How do you sure Michael wouldn't have been great regardless?
You said what?
If he just fucking managed them without that, who's to say they wouldn't have been great regardless? How do you know that to be true?
How to say that if he didn't do that he wasn't going to be great?
Where was you going? Where was you going?
This is a double-edged sword. So to say like you just said, if he didn't do it, what would Mike have been great? Or if he did do it, would have Mike been great? Like
I think Mike would have been Mike regardless of who his father was and who, because talent is talent, bro. You know what I'm saying? So whether I'm pushing you to your full potential, that man would have been something. I believe. You know what I'm saying?
For people who sing and stuff like that, when shit hit, when they go through shit like that, it seems a whole lot different. A person can't sing about can't sing about being depressed if he's never been depressed before. A person can't sing about heartbreak if they never been through heartbreak before.
Hold on, Sensei. It's rappers right now. Whether they in the industry and we know about them or we don't, it's a bunch of pump faking ass niggas that's out here rapping about shit they never done.
And
never did.
The thing is, the abuse was for the potential. It wasn't for disciplinary action. They won't acting up that damn much for him to do all that. He did it for the potential, right?
Nah.
He didn't have to do
And
it.
then who told you to have all them damn kids?
Okay, so
Like,
what about the DeBarge family? Because they're another. You could add them to that.
Who?
The DeBarge family. DeBarge. Ain't no fucking way you don't know who they are.
I don't know.
And I'm younger than you.
I mean, I know him, but I don't know the shit that they've been through. I
You know him.
Objection, order, objection, order. Let's get back.
Yeah,
Let's get back to the
family.
topic. So Sensei, what grounds are you standing on? Let me ask you that. Now. What grounds are you standing on? You're standing on Joe Jackson wasn't a bad father, correct?
I don't feel like he was a bad father though. He disciplined his kids, yes, but I don't feel like he was a bad father. Was his actions extreme? Yes, but I feel like he was a father who seen potential in his kids and pushed them to their limit.
Okay.
Well, he was there in their life, so I can't call him a bad father because I mean, nigga, you was there. You raised them, so to my knowledge. So I can't really say. And we don't know their interaction. We know about the bad stuff, but I'm pretty sure they had some good moments in there that is just not talked about. So I can't really say whether he was a good father or not, but I would say his discipline actions I don't agree with. But
okay, so I haven't heard enough, and I guess I'm gonna drop this bombshell. So to everybody who's saying Joe Jackson a bad dad, or Joe Jackson was a terrible dad, I'm about to paint a scenario. I'm not a lawyer. It's just a jury. So, and after this, we can make our conviction. I want y'all to think like everything Joe Jackson did, and his kids turned out not to be shit. First thing y'all would have said was he done that all for nothing. That's the first thing everybody would come out their fucking face and say. He done all that shit for nothing. You beat them kids like that, and they ain't nothing for what? For what? For Mike to be working at the gas station? You done fucked him up so much that he working at the gas station. You done fucked up LaToya and Janet so much that they run a daycare and they be abusing kids. You see what I'm saying? Shit like that. Y'all would equate his fuck ups. Let's be real. Y'all would equate his fuck ups to their fuck ups, right? So we can't take that same sword and equate his success. I mean their success to his fuck ups too.
I mean you can.
Okay, so once again I say, so at the end of the day, none of us are perfect. None of us are perfect as parents. But at the end of the day, we push our kids accordingly. Correct? The best way we know how. Correct? So with that being said, if at the end of the day, none of his kids, none of his kids died from drugs. None of his kids,
didn't they try to say Mike died from drugs?
But what I'm saying is none of his kids got locked up, selling drugs,
quote unquote.
But this is what I'm saying. We set the standard, correct? We set a standard for black households, right? As long as you're not selling drugs, as long as you're not out here killing, stealing, and raping, that's the standard for an average black household anyway. None of his kids was doing that shit. So with that being said, guess what? To me, it sounds like this nigga was just a hard ass dad that ended up with some talented ass kids and said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna beat this talent into you." I hate to say it like that, but that's just what it was. So in my case, I'm gonna go ahead and throw my stamp on it. Joe Jackson not guilty, because if his kids would have turned out any other way, guess what? You fucked up for that.
Guilty.
But because they became really Janet is like, she had more success back in the day, but Michael is the success for real. Let's just be honest. But
okay. So since you
had he
like
not,
that, since you saying it like that by quantitative, since you saying it like that by quantitative numbers, he said Mike is the most successful one, correct? That's what he said. Mike is the most successful one. But his kids are still out here reaping benefits from songs they made in 1960. 1960, 65, 70. They still reaping the benefits of that shit.
Yeah.
Somebody said Joe Jackson looked like he enjoyed whooping ass.
Yeah, he look like just one of those. Yeah.
I gotta say,
you
know what? We got one not guilty. We got one not guilty. And
I would say he's not. I can't call him a bad father, bro.
You know what? Guilty or not guilty? That's not what we said. Guilty or not guilty? We got one guilty, one not guilty. What
Wait, so what's the question? What was the?
Is he guilty or not guilty?
Of what?
Of what, Sensei?
Being a bad father.
Oh yeah, he definitely guilty.
Okay. So we got two guilties. We got two guilties. TPG, you're the bread turner. What you got? We got guilty or not guilty?
See, man, I can't call him a bad father, bro. But I don't agree with the antics, though.
Guilty or not guilty? We need a verdict.
Damn. I'm gonna say he guilty. Fuck it.
Damn! I'm about to say that's crazy. All right, Joe Jackson
guilty,
is guilty of being a bad dad, bro. Joe Jackson is guilty of being a bad dad. Didn't think that was.
Man.
Didn't think that.
I don't know, y'all.
Sensei, I feel like you put up a valid argument.
You didn't put up a fight, y'all did.
You put up a fight, but your guy's guilty. Your guy's guilty.
You put up a good argument. Good.
You did. I will give you that. You put up a great argument. But all right, it's all right. TPG.
Okay, so look.
You can't.
Hold on. TPG, I need you to look at me. Because the next person that's going, I need you to look at me. You got to keep your mouth shut. I've never told you to keep your mouth shut. You have to keep your mouth shut. You hear me?
Oh my God.
Is it that bad?
Yes, it is.
It's about to be bad.
Oh man.
TPG, you got to keep your mouth shut.
Oh, this the right.
Before we start, like, is that good? Like, am I supposed to eat this or?
You've been eating a lot.
You're supposed to scrape that out.
It's a coconut.
Scrape it out.
Why we can't wait?
You know what? While you figure out what we're gonna go. While you figure out, we're gonna go to a quick commercial and then we're gonna get to it. All right.
Okay, so I'm Attorney Lena, right?
Yep.
Okay, so my client is the Karens. You know,
what?
Please get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
It's the Karens.
Wait, you gotta let her finish. Let her finish.
Some of them might not be racist. Maybe they're just having a bad day, right? At least the ones I've seen on TikTok this morning were just having a bad day.
Look at TPG.
Just having a bad day, right? And not only that, I mean, racism is taught. What if we had time to turn around and, teach them differently? Teach them differently, Maybe they're going through a lot at home. Maybe they're being abused, like we just talked about. Maybe their house just caught on fire. I don't know. But not all of them are racist. Not all of them are racist. And some of them are just having a really bad day. That's my client right there.
She rests her case. Throw your hand. Who's going first? Who won it first? Hey,
I'm confused. So how are they a Karen or not? Because how are you defending some Karen shit?
From what I've seen, they were.
If they just if they just having a bad day, and you scream and yell at somebody, like, okay, cool, that's one thing, right? I'm not saying that's cool, but that's whatever. That don't make you a Karen though. Karen is like where they're like focused in on the black person, trying to like get them to hit them, trying to, get them to act out of character, calling the police on them for nothing, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's some Karen shit.
So the thing that I had seen was like, the woman was being very overly dramatic and tried to say that somebody hit her with their car and then fell down screaming that she was going to call the police and stuff like that. Another one was she was complaining because the trash can was in the middle of the road. She pushed the trash can over, her fat ass fell over too. So that was my view of Karens, but I also know Karens can be racist. So I was like, what is the justification of being a Karen versus just having a bad day?
That the Karen is racist. The Karen means the racist white lady. That's the whole point of Karen. You can't talk about Karen without Karen being a racist white lady. That's what Karen means. Karen means that if they not racist and they just having a bad day, they just a white lady that had a bad day. But Karen, you're defending
the person you're talking about are the people who are misunderstood. They just
you're defending Karen. Hold up. No, this is not to the left or the right. What's your race?
Puerto Rican, African American, and Italian.
You know that's predominantly brown, right?
Yeah.
You can't defend them.
Never lie. You ain't never lie. You ain't.
I don't know. I just had seen it. And I was like, I would defend, because the people that I did see on the video was like they weren't being racist. It was just
that's not a Karen.
They were doing a little too much.
They were misunderstood. Like you said, maybe they having a bad day.
You defending Karen. So so let me ask you this. Do you like being perceived as an angry black woman?
No.
That's what a Karen will make you feel like when you having a bad day. That's a Karen. A Karen, if you even remotely raise your voice, you're the angry black woman. So who do you know exactly who you defending, or are you defending a white woman that had a bad day?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
I don't know, because
Karen
let's play back on the screen because
it's a very big difference.
Karen is a white lady, period. That's the definition.
I'm not gonna lie, I always thought that Karen was just somebody who was acting out of control or out of anger for no reason.
That's an angry white lady. They don't get categorized.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's part of it.
They don't get
but usually a Karen is referred to someone like directly being on some racist shit. Just doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So let's clear something up here. What is your definition of a Karen?
I just said it as somebody that's angry or acting out of rage.
Okay, so let's ask this then. Are you defending that white people can have a bad day?
No. Why would I do that?
What?
They can. They can though.
Wait.
I mean, you feel me? They're entitled to have a bad day and trip out. You know, we all do it.
What I'm defending is
your bad day. Bad day, an angry black woman day. You shouldn't. Whatever you got going on over there, don't take that out on me.
Yeah, for sure.
And get your eyes in the store because I picked it up. Don't get mad at me because I picked it up first. You saw me get the cab first, and you want to make a scene because you late to your appointment or you late picking up your kids. You want to have traffic is in gridlock and shit. Don't get mad at me because I got to the car first. You can have a bad day, but when you try to put your bad day on us, that's a Karen. That's a Karen because I had nothing to do with your bad day. If you want to try to call the police on me because your bad day happened to get worse because I got this cab, that don't got nothing to do with me. That's a Karen. That's a Karen. They can have a bad day, but we can't have bad days like them. So they don't need to have their bad days over with our bad days. So I need to know who you actually defended.
So then a Karen is just somebody that's racist.
A racist.
Yeah.
So then what? Okay, because like I said, Tay, you seen the video. So who the fuck was?
That's just the new terminology for it. You feel me?
They were.
You know, niggas got to rename things.
They were white. Okay. They were. Everybody know what an HOA is. Like housing authority people. your grass is too high.
Yeah.
Your
Oh yeah,
trash
some of them is just dickheads. Some of them is just dickheads. Like it don't got right. Some of them is.
Okay, so it was a montage of those videos, and that was labeled as Karens because they were
white
slight
women.
annoyances. They were white women causing slight annoyances at a come on. She pushed the cans over.
Oh, okay.
In front of the truck, trying to say she got hit.
I get your confusion. Okay, so so Karen does slang wise mean racist white lady, but on the side of that, some of them are called Karens because it be some shit that you did not have to get away about. Like some stuff you have some decorum. Like, okay, boom. I park on the wrong side of the street. Wrong side on the street. You could have just came and told me, hey, you parked your car on the wrong side of the street. Don't you come out your motherfucking house because you having a bad day and come holler at me about my car being on the wrong side of the street, because it's a certain way you could talk to people. Now, you could be having a bad day, and now you trying to make me have a bad day because you having a bad day. Just politely tell me to move. Some of them motherfuckers don't think like,
just mind your business.
Like, mind your fucking business. Mind the business that pay you. If you can't come over here and talk to me politely, but then if we get angry, or we get, hey, I don't know who the fuck you talking to, back up. That's Karen. Police. You know a Karen that'll be like, I'll call the police on you. But you escalated it. That's a Karen.
Okay.
I feel like this, man. I feel like this. In order for you to truly establish a Karen, she got to label you like everybody else. Like she got to be like, I'm tired of you people parking on my grass. I'm tired.
When they use you people,
like when they generalize you, that's when it's a Karen. So
makes sense.
So you know what? The people in that video that we seen, they were not. I'm gonna say they weren't. They're not guilty of being Karens. They're just dickheads. They're
just annoying.
Yeah, they just dickheads. You know what? And we all had a dickhead day. We all, you know what I mean? We all have come in and broke ass in somebody's foot. Broke foot in somebody's ass and then had to for no reason. It may seem like it was no reason, but to us it was justified. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
So
but a Karen, completely different.
I think this one's an easy one. They're not guilty. Not guilty. You weren't defending Karens. You were defending white ladies who's having a bad day. Should not be labeled as Karens.
Yeah.
So white ladies having a bad day should not be labeled as Karens.
I could concur. Not all of them.
Okay. All right. Oh God, I'm scared for this one. TPG, what you got, brother?
He had to pick.
Yeah. So this one might be a little shaky, y'all, because Trilla took. I was gonna say Tory Lanez. So, my client that I'm a defend, is Bill Cosby. I'm gonna defend Bill Cosby.
Wait, he's not done.
Because look,
not done.
Hold on. I understand he's not done, but at the end of the day, due to the name, he's not guilty.
Not guilty.
You know what? Let's all say it across the board. 1, 2, 3.
Not guilty.
This nigga say Bill.
Well, hey.
But go ahead and
well, look. I was gonna say. I really don't know about all the little drug stuff.
Can I tag?
I like, bro. I don't believe that, right? I don't believe it.
I got some facts.
And then if he was, why? And Ali, I'm gonna pass it to you in a second, but let me just say this. All right, let me just say why I don't believe.
Let him rock. Right.
All right.
Let him rock. Because
why did it take people so, like, this is a old ass man. He's old as hell. So why, like, bro, if something tragic happened to you where you were drugged and we don't even know if like anything sexual went down, but if it did or whatever, why do you take so long to say anything, right?
That boy is good.
My biggest thing, like fuck all that other shit, bro, because they can throw any type of case on anybody and say you did anything. Fuck that. This man was trying to buy his own, what was it, NBC or something like that. He was trying to buy his own network channel, right? Have his own channel where all his content, I think Oprah did it. Same shit. He was trying to do that, and they didn't want to let him do that. Because why? Because he's Bill Cosby. He's what was it? Cliff Huxtable or whatever. He put fatherhood in a different limelight. He put the black.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
I already knew what type of content that man was going to be producing with his own network, fam. And that's where all these allegations and all this other mess came in. And it's the same thing with Michael Jackson, too. He was trying to do other stuff, like get his own master. He was trying to get his masters back. He was trying to buy the masters to Rolling Stone, matter of fact, I believe. And all of a sudden, he's drugged out. He overdosed, this and that. Or his doctor gave him the wrong pills or whatever. Like, but yeah, Ali, I'm gonna pass it to you because that's all I got to say.
This man was born. Tay probably know better than me. Like, wanted like 19, not born, but he was doing this shit with the 50s.
Yeah, like, bro, he been in movies and like.
But I got what I gather from the documentaries. I like watching documentaries. I like looking up shit. I like knowing little facts. The main person in that case looks like I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm gonna paint a picture. She looked like a man. She looked like a whole man. The one that was the top suer, she was a man. And after she tried to sue him, she said that Bill Cosby would have parties. Okay, now no Diddy parties. He would have the type of parties they was having back then, like the little drug shit, where you would have the stuff on the tray and you would serve it around.
Yeah.
Everybody picked their drug choice. They was having fun. But he was partying. He was young then. Like, he might have looked old as shit. He was young. He was fairly young then. He was partying, doing what the fuck he was doing. He had a tray of drugs and was going around. You pick your poison. He didn't give no poison. He didn't just say, hey, I'm going to shove this shit down your throat. He said, pick your poison. You want to party with the big dogs? You party with the big dogs. Then he sit that shit around. That lady literally said, oh, it was on track. And we were able to pick what we wanted to take and woo, woo, woo. So how is you suing this deaf, blind man 30, 40 years later saying he drugged you to do unscrupulous things, but it was just
this is what I'm not
killing me. You knew it was drugs. You knew it was drugs. Ain't nobody.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It's bro, they, I don't know. The little whatever pill you put in the drink, whatever shit.
It was a Quaalude. They don't even make those no more. But can we keep it real? This is Bill Cosby, fam. I don't think he got to rape nobody. Like, I don't think now as an old man he even doing nothing like that. But I'm saying back in the day, like, come on, he could just pay you. Like, let's be real.
Stuff happened after she willingly. They was all high. Everybody.
Even Bill?
Yes, it was
even Bill.
That was turned up. That was turned up.
The era that man grew up in, he's done cocaine for sure.
They sued off the nation. Forced them drugs.
They had cocaine and Coca-Cola. Like, he definitely done cocaine.
He's off.
For sure, bro.
They had a fun time, and now you want to whistleblow 40 years later. No, baby, you had a grand.
That's what I don't get. And I'm not trying to, because listen, and the messed up part about that is, y'all, it could have been some moments where somebody was taken advantage of or whatever. But the fact that you waited so long, it makes me I'm iffy on it. I don't know, because if that really happened, fam, you're not gonna wait, bro.
But all those women,
You're not gonna wait.
The drugs were just offered, right? It was said the suit was he drugged us and we were made to do all this. Then after the settlements, then it was, oh well, no, they were just offered there, and we just partook. What the? I thought you was forced to have fun.
Not guilty, bro.
So it was a money grab.
I'm saying not guilty too. I'm saying not guilty too.
Cliff Huxtable is not guilty, bro.
I'm saying not guilty too.
I ain't even being funny.
I don't think so either, y'all.
Oh, what that first lady looked like?
You said what?
I said, oh hell.
No. I'm talking what? No, like Felina. Say what?
I said, who's Cliff Huxtable?
Wool up, nigga. Wool up. Just wool up. Hey, fella, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
What type of childhood did you have?
You gotta remember, she a quarter black, so she used to watch Dragon Tales and Espanol. We going
Don't do that, because Dragon Tales is really nice. So don't do that.
Hell no.
She used to watch Plasma Sesamo.
But who is Cliff Huxtable?
The Cosby Show, baby.
You ain't never seen the Cosby Show?
No, I thought it was just Bill Cosby and then some other people that was on there.
No,
his name was Cliff Huxtable.
I didn't know that. I thought his name was Bill on there.
You ain't never heard them say
That's
Bill.
Crazy.
I didn't hear it, but I didn't watch the show. I never knew it was Cliff.
That's crazy.
I thought it was in the title, Bill Cosby Show. Right?
You know what? TP.
You was probably too young watching that shit anyway.
I ain't trying to hear that. She walk around here singing Summer Rain today. I ain't trying to hear that.
Don't do that. That's a good song.
I think it's Tay.
I'm next. And I'm gonna let y'all know now. We're gonna go to a quick commercial because who I'm defending, you niggas is going, y'all ain't gonna like it. Some of y'all ain't gonna like it. Some of y'all ain't gonna like to hear it. But just know we're gonna have a good one with this one. Hey. All right. I purposely put the camera where it's at. I don't know if Trilla's still in here.
I'm still in here.
Trilla, you here?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Where are you at? We don't see you.
I don't know what's going on with my camera. I've been trying to fix this shit this whole time. I've been here.
Okay. Though. Okay. I'm about to push this along though. All right. The person that I'm defending today, it's not even a person. So, mine's a group of people. These groups of people have they're helpful. If you have not come across these groups of people, you don't truly know yourself. The people that I am defending today is hoes. Hoes are
wow.
I am defending hoes. I am defending hoes. Hoes are not bad people.
Guilty.
Hoes are not bad
Guilty.
people. Yes, they are. Hold on.
Guilty.
I have not said those words yet. Let me break this down.
Let us plead his case.
Let me plead my case. So, with that being said, you didn't become a better person until you came across a hoe. You did not learn how bad shit could get until you came across a hoe. You also did not know. You thought you was the shit until you came across a hoe. So with that being said, most of your traumas, especially if you're talking about relationships and shit, because is it safe to say a lot of us has been cheated on, correct? It's safe to say a lot of us have been cheated on by a hoe, correct? You know what I mean? Yeah, that's safe to say. But at the same time, you learn something about yourself. Bitch, I'm gullible. I can't be gullible no more. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, you came up through elevation because of a hoe. On top of that, hoes will listen to you. Hoes are honest with you, baby. I don't want you. I just want to fuck. Okay, we ain't gotta fuck, baby. Well, you ain't gotta. We ain't gotta do none of this. You know what I mean? So my argument is
no hoes come to fuck, nigga. Hoes come to fuck, nigga.
Sir. I'm not done making my argument. Hoes,
Go ahead.
Hoes let you know across the board that they don't want you. And if you choose to fuck with them, they say, baby, what? Baby, guess what? I'm a hoe. I'm a hoe, baby. Hoes will let you know, baby, I'm be out here hoeing. I be out here getting to that bag, that scroller, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Them hoes let you know. A lot of niggas, let's be completely honest too. A lot of niggas have got caught by other niggas due to a hoe. You know what I mean? You bring that hoe over, they hoe tell you how to get in their dough. You see what I'm saying? Hoes also are good for opportunities because if you got a hoe friend and it's somebody that wanna, somebody that you trying to get a job or whatever, and they want to talk to that hoe friend, that hoe friend ain't gonna be like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I'm a hoe. They gonna be like, shit, put me in the game, coach. You feel what I'm saying? Hoes make the world go round. I hate to tell y'all like that. And on top of that, if there were no hoes, there would be no wives, bruh. Because you wouldn't know. You wouldn't listen. Let's keep it hot. If everybody was trash, there would be no treasure. If everybody was treasure, there would be no trash. So with that being said, hoes are not bad people. They are necessary.
That's the point.
So with that being said, I rest my case. Hoes are not bad people. Take it away. Okay.
Hoes is bad for the ecosystem.
Hold on. I'm not fighting everybody at once either. I'm doing one-on-ones. So who want it first? Okay. You want it first? You want it? Let's get it then. Talk to me.
Whole time, I know you thought I was about to get up here and we was about to flex. I feel like hoes is misunderstood.
Let's get it. Okay, let's get it.
Misunderstood because a woman that can stand on that type of business, you stand on that. Because
who's more dedicated than a hoe?
But guess what? That means I don't got to stand on that.
I'm just saying.
That means
I'm just saying. All right, David,
I don't have to stand on that. I can't take that. So shout out to you.
All right, get it. All right, David.
Hell no.
What you got?
Hell no.
What's up? Listen, what's up?
I don't know what Ali on. She on some trying to unify the women type shit, man. Fuck out. Listen. The hoes is bad for the ecosystem, fam. They need to be in a shelter. We need to push them to the corner somewhere. We need a something because they unstable creatures.
Motherfucker be dead serious with his dumbassery.
You feel me? They unstable creatures, fam. So we need to give them their own land, give them their own area. You know what I'm saying? And get them. No hoes. We not.
Okay.
Y'all good people. Y'all cool people, and y'all can be assets in certain instances, right? You can be used for certain things, but overall, y'all throwaways.
Certain things no.
Man,
you're gonna speak it today. You're gonna speak it today because you're talking about my client, and I'm gonna defend my client to the fullest.
All right, so listen. Just because they hoes, right? That don't mean they not good people. That don't mean they don't come with certain benefits. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, she could be a hoe, but she can have a good job. Of course. Listen. Of course.
Her job don't make her no hoe. She a hoe. So what is she good at? Say it.
Hey, listen. Let me tell you this. Let me put you on game, Tay. Not every hoe is good at fucking. Being a hoe mean you laying down with a lot of people, but that don't mean you good at it. That just mean you available. You feel me? So I'm just saying it could, but most of the time hoes are good because of all the practice. But I'm just saying she can have a good job. She can have wheels. Maybe you don't got no wheels at the time. Shorty could pull up on you, like whatever. They come with certain little things. You know what I'm saying?
Do you want to tag Sensei? You want to tag me out, or you want to tag TPG out? Put one or two.
I'm just saying. My argument is they are no good.
So you telling me? No, he got to be in here because it's not for you. It's because I'm trying to
cool. Don't worry about it.
Figure out.
What's up?
So you telling me because they like sleeping with a lot of people, we got to expedite them both? That what you saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's not right. That sound like the white people though. Like, be honest.
I think you mean the wrong word. Not expedite. You mean extradite. Extradite.
Yeah, I mean my bad.
Not expedite.
But you sound like the
well,
white
nah,
people.
look.
No. You sound like the white people right now because these people cool right here, but we finna put them in a whole nother land. Like, make it
all right. Nah, I was talking my stuff on that one. I don't mean that because they are still very much people, and they have right. Huh?
How much have you experienced them?
What you mean?
You said they cool and they just that and third. How
Wait, no, look. Hold on, wait. What you saying? You said how what have I experienced?
You know they good people and stuff, but we gotta excommunicate them, right?
Yeah, no, listen, I was just playing about the shelter shit, but listen.
Hey, which whole
we should know we should know who they are though. We should know.
They hurt you bad? We just gotta get rid of them?
Hey, it's like you need a hug.
No. I was just playing. No, I was just playing.
Oh no.
No, because they listen. They said no. I'm good now. I'm good now.
What you mean you good now? Like what happened?
I'm good now.
What happened, bro?
What's up? What was
I mean, shit. I feel like Tex said, we all done did.
What's going on?
I don't know how they actually
we all done dealt with
whichever hoe that broke my
No, we're not saying y'all. We saying you. How do you know?
I done dealt with a few hoes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay,
but listen though, these was not out in the open. I'm cool with them type of.
Wait. I'm gonna stop you there.
These was the type of hoes that was in the closet with it.
Stop, bro. I'm gonna just stop you.
What?
You said you knew they was hoes, right?
No. I said I'm cool with the out in the open hoes. The hoes I dealt with was in the closet with it. They was trying to act like they wasn't hoes. Did some hoe shit. You feel me?
You talking like you hurt by what? Like you're catching feelings for it with shit like that. Like what you got going on? Why you?
Oh, now? Nah, not now. But I'm just saying, I was just joking about the shelter shit. That was a joke. That's just like some animated shit. But listen. As far as I do feel like you need to be honest about that shit. Like you need if you out here fucking around, you need to say that. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this then. Because I said hoes are not bad people. I said hoes are not bad people. So let me ask you this.
Nah.
Let me ask you this. You ever talk to two girls at the same time?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay. Quick question. Have you ever had a whole phase?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Guess what? And you call yourself a peace guy, right?
For sure.
Okay.
That's the final form though.
So once again, I said, now if you remember what I said hoes are not bad people. They help you find out shit about yourselves that make you grow in different ways. So that being said, would you be the peace guide you are today had a hoe not came along and done some hoe shit?
I'm the peace god because of
all right, that's enough for him because he's just gonna sit up here and play around. We ain't got time to play for that. So
he a hoe. You said more than 2 people. He didn't even answer. Hoe.
I'm gonna consult my main man right quick, and then I'm gonna go to Trilla, and then I'm gonna go to Lena. So listen. My thing is, I just need a not guilty. Hoes are not guilty of being bad people, right? Hoes are not guilty of being bad people. Am I wrong here?
They're not.
They not. You know what I mean? Hoes come through in the clutch too. Think about it. It's 2-way. You know what I mean? So I feel like this. Y'all don't slut shame fast food for serving food to everybody. Why you gonna slut shame a hoe for giving pussy to everybody? You feel what I'm saying? Everybody want no. I'm just saying everybody want. And I need at this. I'm gonna go to Trilla because I know Trilla gonna back me up on this. Everybody wants shit fast. And since we talked about this, everybody want fast food. Everybody want fast delivery. Everybody want fast cars, fast money. Don't nobody want no fast pussy. Skip the dating shit. You just want to give me some fast pussy. You feel what I'm saying?
I do.
Okay. Where he at? Talk to me.
Okay, hell no. I don't want no damn fast pussy.
You know what? I'm glad you're up here. So let me.
I'm putting this away.
No.
The way that you just put it that way.
No. So are you a hoe? Are you a hoe? Are you a hoe? Are you a hoe? Are you a hoe?
No.
You're not a hoe?
No.
What's your classification of a hoe? Which classification of a hoe?
What do you mean? What is one classification for?
You know, when usually people start answering like that lets me know one thing. They a hoe. Next. All right, let's get it. What?
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like if a hoe fucking with my relationship and shit like that, then bitch, you gotta go. We gotta fight. We gotta catch the fake.
She's doing wrong. She's a hoe. That's up to your nigga to not fuck with her.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. No, it don't matter.
Because there are hoes out here that get beat the fuck up and still go back and suck on your nigga. So let's not even play about that shit. Let's not play about that shit. Yeah. Okay. Bet.
No.
Let's go. I want to smoke.
They bugging. Cause why is everybody acting like they did?
I'm just saying, we all done some hoe shit, but niggas up here talking about they ain't no hoe. And
what I'm judging.
You know what?
Stop okay. Because a lot of y'all coming up here with my brother. Y'all coming up here with my brother like he's not right. And y'all motherfuckers is playing. Y'all done did. What the definition hoe is. Don't let him look.
Just stay to the side.
He gonna look this shit up and everybody got to be in for it.
Just stay to the side. I got us. Let me bring him back, though. Back to you. So you're not a hoe?
You said what?
So you're not a hoe?
No, I'm not a hoe. Why the fuck are you asking me about a hoe? No, I'm not a hoe. I have my whole face, yes. But no, I'm not a hoe.
All right, so quick question. Just a real quick question. You hear me?
Okay, let's talk. Yeah, I'm talking.
Okay. So, do you all right? The qualifications of a hoe.
Those shades too, by the way.
The qualification. I know, right? They look pretty good. What's the qualifications of a hoe for you?
Qualifications for a hoe. I mean.
So technically, you can't say you ain't a hoe because you can't even give me qualifications of it. So we gonna.
I'm sitting here thinking. I'm sitting here thinking because you gotta come with some shit. You gotta.
I don't have to come with nothing because
it depends. Because it depends on the. I'm only saying this because there's different types of it's different type of classifications out here. Like motherfuckers like
no, sir, I'm not doing different type of classifications. Last time I checked, a felony is still a felony. Whether it's a class A or class S felony, it's still a felony. Next. What?
What? I didn't say nothing. I just don't
agree. Good. Where he at? Next.
I don't understand. I don't understand it, bro.
What did you understand?
No motherfuckers on here lying, bro. I feel like everybody has done some shit in their lives which clarify them as a whole.
As a whole. And all thing I'm saying is,
like you said though, maybe you evolved past that whole stage, but you had to start somewhere. You had to start on level 1.
In order for you to know you're not a hoe, you had to do some hoe shit and say, nah, that ain't for me.
Correct.
That ain't for me.
People be lying, bro. People be lying.
That's it. Thank you, sir. So do I got a not guilty for you?
Not guilty.
Okay, cool. Where he at? Because I ain't had him up here in a while. Let's get back to it. What you want? Give it to me, because I'm gonna fight y'all.
All right, look. I got a new standpoint. And my verdict is my verdict is they guilty, right? You saying they good people, right?
I'm saying hoes are not guilty of being bad people.
Okay, well, yeah. I mean, listen, just because you choose to live your life a certain way, that don't mean you're a bad person. You feel me? So, yeah, I agree, and they do definitely serve a purpose out here and help you get right, for sure. But I do just feel like more people, if you gonna be on that table, like live your truth, then you know what I'm saying. Correct. I like the honest hoes. I like the honest ones, the upfront ones. I can be cool with you.
I got you, Ali. I got you. I'm gonna tag you in. And then Sensei, I'm gonna tag you.
But yeah, listen, we all have done some whole things. You know what I'm saying?
So is there somebody out
all
here?
I'm saying.
Ain't no but. They ain't no all you saying, because we arguing this shit. So at the end of the day, is there a female out here that'll be like, oh yeah, TPG he a hoe?
They could have said that back in the day. Can't say that now.
You know what? There's a lot of saving around here. I'm gonna tell you right now.
For real.
You a hoe in somebody's story. Everybody's a hoe in somebody's story.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
You know,
but I'm saying in the
whether you a dirty asshole, dirty dick hoe, you was a hoe in somebody's story. So I got you. I'm about to go check back on Trilla, and I'm gonna get back to you. Trilla, come on up, brother.
I hate this.
In somebody's story, are you a hoe?
A statement like that, and then I'll be feeling guilty because I'll be feeling like you calling me a hoe.
So let me ask you this.
Even this is laughing in the background because how you gonna just say all of this and just bring me into here? You don't bring nobody else into here, but you bring me. So I feel
first of all, you incognito. It looked like I'm talking to myself anyway. Put the video on mute. We don't even know who the hell you is.
I'm your conscious talking. I'm conscious.
Did I need my conscious going on my phone? So are hoes bad people? Let me ask you that. Are hoes bad people?
Hoes are not bad people.
So just say not guilty. Okay. Fuck it. What?
Yeah, not guilty.
Cool. Great. Thank you for your honesty. So across the board, it seems like we can all agree that hoes ain't guilty, right? Hoes are not bad people.
We're guilty. What the fuck?
All right, fuck it. I guess.
Well, yeah. Listen. Hold on. I'm gonna change my verdict too. Yeah, nigga, we hard as hell on the side. We ain't giving them no credit, man. That whole guilty. You need to be locked away forever, nigga.
You know
Throw
what?
that hoe under the jail, nigga.
I'm not about to argue this one. I got it. Ali and Sensei. What do you say? I said, Ali and Sensei, y'all take it away. Because
what did Sensei got to say?
No,
what did he got to say?
Bugging. Y'all fucking bugging. Why are y'all trying to act like y'all ain't had a whole phase?
I promise you, bro. Hearing the way motherfuckers talk, like I said, bro.
How y'all lying?
No, so look, this is different. This is different, though, right? This is different. No, nobody on here denied that, right?
By y'all response.
But wait, but what do y'all? What do y'all classify?
Y'all motherfuckers had a whole face because that shit fucked y'all up, fucked the other person up, and vice versa when you got the hoe. So no, hoes got feelings too. Y'all is fucking tripping. Y'all is trying to act like y'all didn't have no whole face.
I promise you.
Nah, I never said that. Listen,
playing in our viewers' face. Everybody around here done being some hoe.
What do y'all classify as a whole phase?
If you gotta ask that, you done been one before.
talking to multiple people at the same time.
You done been it before, you know. See,
I ain't did that.
I rest my case. I rest my fucking case.
Hold on, now niggas tapped out now.
No, not guilty. Y'all lying like shit.
Ain't do that.
Listen, but no, listen. All I'm saying is
you never talk to 2 men at the same time.
Okay, 2 men is different. If I'm just talking, I'm not fucking them. I'm not fucking.
No phase though. Motherfucker, I don't say.
C-A-P. Cap.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Tripping is tripping.
It's no rest for
you ain't got nothing to say. You shouldn't be saying this. Ooh, my bad.
All I'm saying is I'm cool. I'm cool with the honest hoes. The ones that's gonna be honest.
Go in different levels.
No, nobody's gonna. So TPG, you saying that a hoe is supposed to be like
TPG? You done had a couple hoes. I know, not personally. I'm just saying, based on your response, you done been a hoe.
Hold on. Wait a second. Slow it down. Slow it down.
No, based off your response, I know you done been a hoe a couple times, and then you got burnt by a hoe a couple times. So you still hurt.
Burnt?
Wait.
God.
Trilla ass, you still active. Trilla, you still active. Yeah. Lena,
we gotta rewind that. Yo, listen.
What do you need? I need assistance.
That's not factual.
Lena, you recovered.
Not facts.
All 3 of y'all niggas is lying.
Hell no. Hell no. No.
You gonna have to pull out
it's nothing you can say to make me feel like after your responses, it's nothing you can it's nothing you can say to make me feel
now
like.
Listen, my teenage years now,
okay. So you don't be
now.
So stop acting.
You know what I'm saying?
So you not good people? You not good people?
But listen, this is what hell yeah, but this is what I'm saying.
Yes or no?
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, next. Trilla.
But no, listen though. I'm not an active one right now though.
I'm not talking to you no more, TPG. Trilla, are you active?
You know what?
Is he active?
I know you can't blink twice to let us know. We only see a picture.
Wait, you says who active? I'm not an active hoe.
But have you?
Ali, hold
yes,
on.
I've been an active hoe.
Okay, next. Lena, recovered. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you a good person now?
Yeah.
Okay. Rest
hold on.
the case.
Okay, so she got hers off. Sensei, get yours off, bro.
She said it all, man. Like she really said it all. Like y'all making it claim like hoes are bad people and they really not bad.
Rest
people.
yourself, Ollie, baby. Rest yourself.
Yeah,
Take a shot. Take a shot.
But they are like.
How are they bad? So when y'all was in your whole phases, y'all were bad people.
No, but what I'm saying, I made sure not to talk to certain people while I was in my whole phase.
Yes.
Niggas eat shit.
I was toxic.
I was terrible.
Hold on, Ollie. I mean, not Ollie.
Terrible.
You said that when you was in your whole phase, you decided not to talk to some people. So you was
like if you got a girlfriend, you disqualified. If you're talking to someone, you're disqualified. You got a baby mama, you're disqualified. Like,
so
why are you worried about
what?
So you was a hoe with morals.
Nigga, I was taking shit down, nigga.
A hoe with morals.
Man, listen.
Trilla, you said that you was toxic, so you were a toxic hoe.
Okay, so I'll say this: I was a good person, but in terms of like my actions, as far as
we get back.
I'm telling you. So look, I was a good boyfriend, right? But the cheating shit,
so you
like override all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
So you telling me
I can't say I was being a good person to that person. You feel me? I can't say that.
So you saying that you was in a relationship and you cheated?
Yeah.
That makes you a hoe, buddy. That makes you a hoe.
Mama said that. My mama said that. My mama said that. My mama said that.
Listen, I never denied that though. I never denied that.
Let the record show that TPG said, when asked, when you was a hoe, were you a good person? That motherfucker said no.
Oh, listen, I'm being real. Cause listen, like, okay, that's just like your woman saying, well, how can you love me if you hurting me? You know what I'm saying? So how can I say I'm being a good person to you if I know what I'm doing is going to hurt you?
That's a good. Why put me on the screen with him? Because he's just gonna tell stories.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
He's just gonna tell stories.
No, I'm not gonna. What story do I have to tell?
You still haven't came to the fact that when they asked you were you a hoe, you kept saying no.
I'm not a hoe though.
Oh my God. Whatever you want to call it. Some people call it tomato, some people call it tomato.
This is crazy work.
So you a hoe friend?
Classified as the hoe. Lena, I need you to tell me. I need you to tell me why the fuck is classifying me as a fucking hoe.
So,
I just be at my baby mom crib. Everybody want to keep sitting here calling me a hoe. What the fuck is going on?
Do you talk to other people, like multiple people? Or do you talk to people that you want to fuck?
Objection. That is personal information. We can't disclose that.
Okay, let me tell you what a hoe is. A hoe is somebody that's talking to people, no, they in a relationship. A hoe is you in a relationship and you still talking to other people, fucking other people. A hoe is a hoe by communication. Maybe you talking to this girl, that girl, Tasha, maybe Shanti over here, you feel me? And you're fucking them all at the same time, giving dick here and there 3 times a week to 3 different bitches. That's a hoe.
How if you're single? If you're single, how's that a hoe?
Okay, since you want it so bad, and then after this, I'm gonna let Ollie take it away. Since you want it so bad, you are a good person. You are a good person. You know that you're a good person, but you know you have done some hoe shit. We're not calling you a hoe right now. We're not calling you a hoe right now.
Here admitting everybody that had a whole phase, but what is?
We're not calling.
Everybody's
We're not calling you a hoe. What we're saying is this, sir. What we're saying is this. Do you not agree that hoes can be good people?
Yeah, they can be.
Okay, so if hoes can be good people, are you a good person?
mean?
Look. Y'all can get on me.
What the fuck?
Y'all can get on me in the half and the back day of shit. Like once we get off recording, because I know we're gonna end recording soon. But we got 3 different type of hoes up here that is not admitting they hoes. The other 3 is admitting they had their time. Y'all is not admitting shit. We got an old hoe, TPG. He done had some whole shit that happened to him, and he's traumatized. We got what? We got the recovering hoe. Lena, I love you dearly. It's my sister girl. You know I love you dearly, but you're recovering. And it's giving size. Trilla, you damn near active, nigga. I'm sorry.
Boy, if you don't get
you're active. You can't prove it, but you're active. And you know, it's okay. But that's why we trying to say not guilty.
Innocent and proven guilty. My boy innocent. Fuck that.
Yeah, because what the fuck you got going on? Ain't nobody active. Ain't nobody nothing.
You couldn't.
Yeah, because you never. It might be some. You feel me?
You wouldn't even know for real.
You couldn't even get the Nathan out.
Oh God.
Nathan what?
Yeah. I don't know.
I
know recovering hoe though.
What the hell are you talking about?
At least I'm
honest. You said what, Lily?
I'm a thief in the night. You heard?
Don't sit up and ask me what I say. What is you? What is you?
Who me?
What you mean?
Say this.
What you mean?
Sensei.
What about me?
I thought you was talking about me. I'm about
yeah.
No, girl, I had my face already.
No, the top 3. Yeah. What are y'all?
Yeah.
I don't have mine.
Well, we know what Tay is. So Tay is cool.
I don't have mine. I'm over with that shit, bro. I'm trying to find somebody.
Hoes do the Lord's work. Hoes do the Lord's work. I'm not willing to do it no more.
What Lord's work? What word?
Hoes teach lessons. Hoes teach lessons. I'm throwing it out here. Hoes teach lessons.
I'm telling you, I had my face, baby. I ain't lying shit. I did it.
Okay, so now
why is when I say I had my face, it can't be fucking believed.
Yeah, true. They on your head, bro. I don't know.
Hey, I got it.
But yeah, Ali, you listen.
I got it. Ali, I got it. Trilla, ask your question.
I ain't denying it.
Trilla, ask your question again.
Yes.
That's not a question.
Yes was not a question. What's your question? Ask your question again.
Why is everybody saying I'm the whole why? I can't.
Trilla. Let's not be docile.
All I'm saying is,
I don't know, gang.
All I'm saying is, bro.
I'm active.
You not a hoe. You know what? I'm gonna chop it up to this. And then we're gonna give our verdict. You're not a hoe. You're not a hoe. You just single. That's it.
Boy.
Take the plea deal. You're not a hoe. You just single.
Yeah, I'm about to say you gotta take, man. But listen, you can be single and still on some hoe shit, man.
Take the plea deal. So I'm saying hoes are not bad people. Not guilty. Not guilty. It's 5 of y'all. My case is not guilty. Hoes are not bad people. What y'all got?
Not guilty.
Hoes are not bad people. No.
Not guilty.
What you got?
And you a hoe, a recovery or whatever, I'm gonna judge you.
What you got?
It's circumstantial, but I'm gonna say we gotta say not guilty because not all they some of them do be cool. You feel me?
Right,
but
so
not all of them.
All right, that's 3. That's 3. Let's get it. What you got?
You out here breaking up families and shit. That's not cool.
How is you cool?
Nah, either they guilty or they not guilty, nigga. You can't double back on what the fuck you saying.
they in a relationship and stuff like that. And
guilty or not guilty, Lena?
But the other ones aren't guilty.
How is
okay, not guilty. Trilla, what you got?
What kind of hoe am I?
No, I said, how is you cool?
Oh, damn.
Please, let's not.
I'm cool. I'm just saying.
Hoes are not bad people. Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
I think we got a unanimous decision. I think hoes are not guilty. So hoes are not guilty of being bad people. I can deal with that. We're going to go to one last commercial, then we're going to do our wrap up and get up out of here. Deal?
Yeah.
All right, deal. Because, woof. Well, we had to fight that one. Jesus Christ, we had to fight that one. All right, so we done had enough. We done had some arguments up here. Trilla, I really wish that you would have put more fight in your argument because it was only 13 seconds.
What the fuck is going? See, this is the bullshit. TBG, you want to be a fucking lawyer? Help me.
Man, you said you wanted to defend yourself. I tried.
So y'all know
they said my argument ain't hold no weight.
At the end of the show, we do a gem drop. The gem drop. So let's get it. We done been up here long enough. We done took too much of y'all time. This was a nice little session. So who want to drop their first gem? I guess it'll be me. I'm sorry. My gem is if you a hoe. If you a hoe, it's nothing wrong with you. It's nothing wrong with you. A whole phase is not a whole life because nobody ever lives a whole life. I'll tell you
the
oh my god. Get the fuck
That's
out of
shit.
here.
It's some old thoughts out here.
My client ain't do it.
I'll go let myself. Oh, Jesus. I'll go.
What is going on?
As parents, when you see potential in your child, don't be afraid to push them to their limits. Don't be like Joe and beat the hell out of them, but don't be afraid to push them to their limits, man.
This is a sick Negro.
Call me Sensei out.
Get him the fuck out of here. Get the fuck. Man, my client is not fucking guilty. Free tour. Keep dropping heat music. Keep doing what you do. Keep your head up, man. You ain't do that shit. You fucking innocent. Fuck that bitch. And fucking hot girls. Fucking man.
Oh, God.
Okay. Stop being sluts. Like, what the fuck? Don't be popping for everybody. Be for real. Get your shit together. We don't like hoes. And I'm not a hoe.
Man, listen, y'all. So to sum all this up, have some respect for yourself and don't be an unstable creature out here, man. You feel me? If you want to be a free spirit, you know what I'm saying, and do your thing out here, just be honest about it. Don't be acting like you're a good girl wanting a relationship and then you turn around and do some other shit. You know what I'm saying? We like honest hoes. We don't like them in the closet hoes. You feel me? So if you're going to be a hoe, be an honest hoe. And that's the takeaway from tonight. All right. Peace and love.